Should I do dropshipping or should I do Indian e-commerce? This is a question that was asked to me in the group a couple of days back. And the question that followed is that if I do dropshipping, should I register my company as a dropshipping company? Will that harm me? I know I answered them in the group, absolutely. If you have not joined my WhatsApp group yet, definitely join. I have added the link in the description. In this video, we'll be talking about what exactly is dropshipping and how is it different from e-commerce. Is it different from e-commerce? And if you are to start a business, then how should you register your business? Should you register it as a dropshipping business? Should you register it as an e-commerce business? And will there be any legal complications? So without any further ado, let's get started. Let me clarify this stuff. Dropshipping and e-commerce are not different. These are one and the same things. Here is how it goes. Dropshipping is not a business model. If anybody told you that dropshipping is a business model, I give you the permission, go slap that man hard in the face, because that's not how it works. Dropshipping is not a business model, it's a fulfillment model. There are, like, in general e-commerce, like the standard whatever has been working around e-commerce, the normal e-commerce process that is supposed to happen works like this. You bring in the products, you store them at your place or at your inventory. When the customer places an order, you ship it from your end. That's the standard self-fulfilled form of e-commerce, right? But that required a lot of inventory space, that required a lot of the shipping cost, the handling cost, packaging cost, and so many other things, right? There was no lower barrier to entry. There are companies who did dropshipping way earlier than that, I guess, but the best example that I can give you, the world's largest dropshipping company, is Amazon itself. All right. So when dropshipping came in, it had a very low barrier to entry, right? So what happened was, here you don't have to hire an inventory, you don't have to pay inventory rate. You just had to call your manufacturer or the supplier who would send your parcel or your package to your customer directly. Certain companies could print your logo on it and make it look like it's your brand, and other companies, they just send random stuff. And with the advent of Alibaba and AliExpress, the barrier to entry became even lower. People could easily start this particular business, right? People could easily start e-commerce with that. Now, because of this, because dropshipping as a fulfillment model, mind you, became so popular that many of these small town guys, they started talking about this stuff, and they started thinking dropshipping is something different than e-commerce. Dropshipping is not different. It is one and the same thing. It is an e-commerce business. And even before all these things were popular, my father used to do dropshipping, that too in, offline model. The way he worked is, he would call up his suppliers, he would get order first because he was a wholesaler. He would get orders first and he would call up the suppliers, and supplier would directly deliver the goods to the retailers inventory. That used to be a dropshipping model. So it is not a very new model. It's not a very fancy term. This is just a fancy term that people have thrown around and abused it like anything. And started, like, some YouTubers who do not understand this concept, some bloggers who do not understand this concept, they started creating such polarization, as you call it, the partition of ideas. Because if they don't partition the ideas, you're never going to buy their course. Let's be honest. If they don't show you a difference, you'll be like, this is regular e-commerce, let's do it like the regular way. It's simple. You select a product, you find your audience who can buy that product, you market it well, and you are pretty much done. But they had to show some sort of partition so that thing looks more lucrative. That's how you attract viewers. I am attracting viewers like that. Like, let's be honest, right? The title of the video will be dropshipping versus e-commerce, things you did not know. The reason is, you should click on this video. Nothing else. That's how the world works. But the problem is the misinformation that is spread, and what people understand out of that misinformation is not something that I would agree with. So that's it. That's the definition of dropshipping versus e-commerce. They are not different. Dropshipping is e-commerce, but it is outsourced fulfillment. You can say that it's like a third party fulfillment. That is dropshipping. But if it is self-fulfillment, you call it self-fulfilled store. Just like Amazon has FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. That is essentially dropshipping, because they are fulfilling for you. You are not even looking at your product. Like you don't even hold your inventory. You send all your stuff to Amazon inventory, right? There is also another method inside Amazon, which is fulfilled by merchant fulfillment. There you see your inventory. It works exactly like the regular e-commerce stuff. So are these different? No, this is one model. It's just the fulfillment model that changed. Now that is how it is different. Now coming to the legal terms of it, even if you have a dropshipping store, you have an e-commerce store, you can still build a business as an e-commerce store. Both of them are not different. Even now, like when I was building my private limited company, the guy who set it up, he asked, like, how does your business model operate? There were people who wanted to see the stuff like that. They wanted to see the employees because of the EPF and everything. Now they asked me, how does your business model operate? Like, half of my stuff is here and half of my stuff is in Delhi with my supplier. All right. Now, when they asked me, I had this simple answer. I have my supplier in Delhi. So I made a deal with him that he would send it to the customer that orders. And, if the shipping cost is lower from my end, I ship the product from my end. If the shipping cost is lower from his end, I will ship the product. Like, product will be shipped from his end. It was as simple as that. And they understood. There was no need of the fancy term called dropshipping, because essentially I am doing partial dropshipping. Based on the shipping cost, I am sending stuff from either here or from Delhi, right? So if you're setting up a company, no need to mention whether it's a dropshipping store or an e-commerce store. It's a business. It's an e-commerce business, and that's it, right? And when it comes to niche, while registering for GST, you need to submit 5 different HSN codes for 5 different niches. Up to 5 codes you can add as of now. Okay, and this is not a legal advice. If for any legal advice, go visit vakilsearch.com and they will give you the best legal advice out there. They literally took off all my headaches. Not an affiliate. I'm not an affiliate. They give free consultation, and I like this service. They take all the headaches. So yeah, that's it. That's my mini rant that I wanted to put it out there, because of all the stupid things that people are saying, dropshipping, e-commerce, all that. So stop doing that. These two are not different. It's just a fulfillment difference. So I hope you got some value out of this call. If you got some value, comment value in this video. And my e-commerce training registrations are open. By the way, the course is mind-blowing. I just formulated the entire module. Tomorrow I will be publishing a video on how the course is structured, and you are going to absolutely love it. If you want to get the early access to it, there is a link in the pinned comment, so you can go check it out. And if not, it's fine. If you want to build your e-commerce business from scratch to a good height, then that makes sense, right? So yes, thank you very much for watching, and hope you have a good day.